Hi everybody. Hopefully on this video the light is better. I'm not sure if maybe it's too much light, but I have my light up there. So hopefully that helps. Okay, so what I want to show you today is I just finished a cross stitch. I did not do a regular cross stitch. I did an uncounted cross stitch, but I did it in a different way. So first I'm going to show you the pattern. This is a free pattern online, and I will put a link to it in the description below because I have to look it up. So that is a free pattern from Pineberry Lane 2011. And here is my stitch. So this is another from, I talked about this in one of my other videos. This is a piece of linen from a pair of slacks, a pantsuit I got at a thrift store. And if you see this stuff that is on here, so this is kind of like a cheat sheet for me, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. This is what I used, and it is water soluble. So you cut a piece out, it comes like this. Of course you can see where I cut it out, and then I put it on a light table and I traced my design onto here from the pattern, which is why I took a Sharpie and did those lines around it, as you can see, which helps me to see it better when I'm doing the light table. So I could see it through here, and so I traced the design onto there. Then I cut it to the size that I wanted it for there, and then you peel 2 layers apart. So it is sticky on the bottom, and then you just stick it onto your fabric and you have your design there. So this is water soluble, and I took a little bit of spit, honestly, on my fingertip and put it in the corner right there, and it dissolved and it disappeared. Now it felt a little sticky at first, but once it dried, it did not feel sticky at all. So I'm going to show you, it's finished now. Normally I would just dunk this in coffee, but I'm going to first take a rag that's wet, and I'm going to show you how it disappears when you wet it. So my review of this, I got it on Amazon. I will put the link in the description. So my review of this is that I think it works good, but my needle definitely needs to be sharper. Most of the needles I have are used for like wool appliques, so they are chenille needles. They're thick and they're not real sharp. So for this, I would definitely use something sharper. It says made in the USA, and there's the brand right there. There is another brand that was a little more expensive, so I decided to try this one. And I'll put a still shot picture of the front and the back of this at the end of the video. And then again, in the description down below the video, I will put the link to where you can buy it. So there again is my stitching. It is primitive. It's not perfect, but the thing with this is I did it to the size of the chart. So some charts I've seen, are a half a page. You can always reduce that and do it. I don't think this would work with counted cross stitch because you can't see the holes of the fabric through this stuff that you put on here. So I'm going to move the camera, and I'm going to wet this and show you how it disappears. And after that, I will see you on the next video. I'm going to get all of my free patterns here and look them up, get a website, write it on there, and then put the links in the description. But that will be a different video. It won't be on this one, but that's what I'm going to try next. So I'm going to move the camera now and show you this. And then... Okay, I decided to get a little dish of water here and a paintbrush instead of using a rag. And I really hope that you are able to see this. I'm going to get as close as I can here. I do have that plastic cutting mat that's used in the kitchen stuff. I get that at Dollar Tree, so that's underneath it. So here we go. I'm just going to get some plain water, and I'm going to just dab it on there. And it should just disappear. see what happens. Because it did the other day when I wet it over here with my finger. Yep, it's starting to go. You can see it's coming up kind of like a lint. So, like I said, typically I would just dunk this in coffee and that would make it disappear there. So let's see. You can see what it's doing. But it is going away. I'm hoping that you can see that. So all through here, it's just about gone. I think you just have to let it sit on there for a little bit. See if I can get the light down here better. I'll tell you, if I did this during the day, I'd have so much better lighting. But it's dark at 5 o'clock and I just finished stitching it and I wanted to show you tonight instead of waiting until tomorrow. So it seems like it went away better when I did it with my finger. But it is going away. It's just taking a little while. Okay, if I brush it and rub it with this, it takes it off more and it's turning into, like I said, it's kind of like a lint. Is it worth this trouble? I think it is, because I don't have to freestyle draw the pattern, because when I drew it with the water-soluble marker, some of it disappeared before I even got done stitching. Now let me get something and wipe this up. Well, let me see. I have some gauze here from my surgery the other day. So if I just take that and wipe it, it's coming right off. It's just about gone. So yeah, you just need to brush it on and then rub it and it'll come off. So let's see. There it is. So you can see it's gone. So I would actually give this a 10. I'm going to recommend it. Definitely. And I will be using it lots more. So I'm going to put this in coffee and then dry it out and then show you what it looks like all finished. Okay, I'm back. After I coffee stained it, you can see every bit of that is gone. Now, I did take it into the kitchen sink and I ran it under water and just kind of rubbed it with my fingers, because the fuzzy stuff that kind of looked like lint, it tended to stick wherever the stitching was, just a little bit. Not stick isn't the right word. It just kind of clumped up on there. And it did come right off under the water in the kitchen sink. And then I coffee stained it just to dunk in and then dried it over my heater. And this is it. So you can see it is all gone. So I am really, really happy with it. So again, I'm going to do some still shots at the end so that you can see it. And I will put a link in the comment section down below and tell you where to get it on Amazon. So I'll see you on the next video, everybody. I'm going to work on getting the links for those patterns for you. And the link for this will also be down in the comments. Okay, thanks. Bye.